We see many earthly messiahs in Scripture, but only one heavenly Messiah. The Messiah that Genesis 3:15 promised would be injured in the fight in some way, although not for his ultimate demise. But see the encouragement this passage gives. You are the coward, sitting behind your battlements, allowing Satan and his demons to shout and demean God and you, completely misunderstanding the nature of the battle. Only David really understood the nature of the battle and what was at stake, he says in verse 45 and following. David said to the Philistine, "You come to me with a sword and with a spear and with a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will strike you down and cut off your head. And I will give the dead bodies of the hosts of the Philistines this day to the birds of the air and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel, and that all this assembly may know that the Lord saves, not with sword and spear. The battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into our hand." This is the Lord's battle. This, in fact, is the nature of the battle. David alone, of all people in 1 Samuel 17, understands that the battle is because God himself is offended. God has been defied. He has been insulted. He has been ridiculed, and God must answer. God will not allow his name nor his people to continue to be ridiculed for long. It is God's offense that matters, not Israel's primarily. This is a cosmic battle being shown. God versus God, so to speak. That is, the Philistine God versus the true God. Verse 26, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God, as opposed to their god, Dagon?" In verse 36, "Your servant has struck down both lions and bears, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be like one of them, for he has defied the armies of the living God." This is not, therefore, a picture of the cross only. This is the picture of the history of redemption. God sometimes leaves his people to be ridiculed, even his name to be ridiculed. In the case of David and Goliath, 40 days. He ridiculed God and his people, but God will always answer with absolute destruction, even if he allows persecution for a little time. The battle is never in doubt, even if we are sometimes discouraged. So what makes David such a big deal? David pictures our warrior God come in the flesh, who defeats all of his and our enemies, and will so utterly defeat them that we, his church, have nothing more to do but to rush the enemy as they are defeated, as they are routed in the power of his might